Hi, and welcome to Emily's Kitchen. Today, our Chef Emily, is making walnut scones for breakfast. And let's turn it over to our host and our chef, Emily Elling.
Hello there, and welcome to Food Network in Emily's Kitchen. Today we are making maple walnut scones. Right now I am measuring the finely chopped walnuts. They look delectable, don't they?
They do.
And so, as our sous chef has measured all the other ingredients now, we're going to combine the finely chopped walnuts with the rest of the dry ingredients so far. And as soon as we find our mixer thingy, we can get started.
What kind of mixer is this? This is looks like a nice mixer.
It is a KitchenAid, which belonged to my grandmother Gigi. So it's...
Do you recommend KitchenAid products?
I do. Very highly. And I'll just watch it mix.
So this is KitchenAid one of your sponsors?
Yes, it is.
So we better show the KitchenAid logo.
Pulling walnut pieces out of the measuring cup.
So now we just have to wait a little while for it to mix?
Well, it's mixing and it looks pretty good. So now we will cut in the butter.
We're going to cut it in?
Mm-hmm. So that it gets to be, it resembles coarse crumbs.
Coarse crumbs.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And now we'll turn it over to our sous chef.
Yes, hi, I'm Drew Elling. I'm the sous chef here today. So while Chef Emily is getting ready to cut in the butter, I'll tell you a little bit about one of our other products for today, which is Spring Tree Maple Syrup. Yes, Spring Tree Maple Syrup, grade B. It's got a bolder flavor than almost any other maple syrup that you'll come across. What we noticed in the store was for the same price we could get 8.5 full ounces versus just 8 ounces compared to some of your other maple syrups that you'll find. We highly recommend Spring Tree Maple Syrup. It's 100% pure. Alright, let's return to Chef Emily as we continue our walnut scones.
Okay, I have plopped in the first chunk of butter, and now I'll get out 2 knives.
2 knives.
Which we will use to cut in the butter.
Alright,
So you see, I'm just...
Professional, that's how you do it. That's how a professional does it right there. Now, Chef Emily, I noticed that you're listening to the sound of music in the background. Is there a significance to that?
Yes, there is. Because if you've ever been to Emily's Kitchen before, you know that to have the outcome be a delicious treat, you must put some love and care into it. And for me, that means a lot of joyful music, which The Sound of Music provides as my favorite movie.
Do you like Julie Andrews?
I do. She is definitely a role model.
Oh, one of your other sous chefs is coming around the corner. Oh, he left.
Oh. Okay.
So, anyway, what type of walnuts are you using today?
I'm using Publix Greenwise Market all-natural walnuts, raw. Raw is the best because they come straight from the garden.
And who picked those walnuts out for you at the store?
My sous chef.
Your sous
Mr.
chef did.
Drew Elling.
So what are we doing next?
Well, we still have butter, so we are going to continue to cut it in.
By the way, while we're cutting in the butter, let me take a moment to tell you about our butter. It's imperial butter, crowned with quality. It's very delicious, creamy butter. I would highly recommend it for all of your baking needs. Okay, so here she is cutting in the butter.
So we're starting to see the resemblance of some small crumbs with the butter we've already put in, but we still have a large amount left. So once we put that in, you'll definitely see larger or more fine chunks.
What's the secret to good butter cutting?
Secret to good butter cutting.
I mean, how do you get it in there without too clumpy?
Well, you just see you have to find all the little chunks, like there's one right here. And you don't want to leave that because that would just, in your dish, create a large pocket of butter. And we want it to be spread out evenly. So you just have to find the big chunks and cut it up with your knife.
So that's, in a sense, why they call it butter cutting, because you are actually literally cutting the butter.
That's right.
Now, while we're doing this, Chef Emily, everyone who knows you knows you're a big Natalie Portman fan. Going back to her Star Wars days.
Yeah.
What do you think of the news that's come out about her not really dancing all the scenes in the latest movie, Black Swan? We all know that you're a ballerina as well. She didn't really dance hardly any of the scenes, but yet took all the credit for it. How do you feel about that? She got an Oscar, of course.
Well,
have you heard about this?
I haven't heard that she didn't do all the scenes. I know as actors and actresses, you can't have a profession in everything. So to be an actress, you don't also really have to have a profession in ballet. So I think it's okay that Natalie didn't do all of it, but it wouldn't be good if she took all the credit. The main thing about Black Swan is that I've just heard that it's not the best production.
Movie. Hey, one of your other sous chefs has arrived.
Two of them.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. We're putting together some walnut scones here in Emily's kitchen.
All right. On the Food Network.
That's
All
right. So, what cookbook are you using for this?
I am using Simply in Season, which is in the spirit of more with less. And what these cookbooks do, they are inspired by natural ingredients that are healthy, and in this one, which we're using today, Simply in Season, they have put together a cookbook where there are recipes for every season for the ingredients that are in season. So the in-season ingredients for today are the walnuts and the maple syrup for spring. And later we'll be making a strawberry dish, which is also for spring.
Awesome. So while you're continuing to cook, I'll highlight our cookbook here, which is Simply in Season, a World Community Cookbook, written by Mary Beth Lind and Kathleen Hoffman-Wirt. Recipes that celebrate fresh local foods in the spirit of more with less. We hope you'll pick one up at your local bookstore or in any Barnes & Noble across our great United States of America. Back to the cooking. So we're going to take a cutaway here for a little while Emily in Emily's kitchen finishes up with her butter cutting.
We'll see you later.
Okay, welcome back to Emily's kitchen. We're making walnut scones here this morning. It's a Saturday morning dish. right out of the Less with More, More with Less cookbook. And here's our chef, Emily Elling. Ooh, and we've also picked up another sous chef. His name is Jimmy Elling. He's a fine young man. He's actually a prodigy. He's only 8 years old.
Yeah. And I like to play the computer too.
And he likes to play on the computer, right? And then we have another sous chef back there named Eden Elling. Hello. Anyway, so where are we in the process here, Chef Emily?
Well, since we have last seen the
look,
process.
Quite a bit different now.
Oh yes, I finished cutting in the butter and then I added the milk and the maple syrup. And so now I've stirred it in just enough, and then I'm going to wash my hands so that I can beat it.
How is washing hands important?
Very important to keep away the germs and have fun, safe, healthy cooking.
Okay. Now, what's your favorite, Eden? What is your favorite dish?
What?
What is your favorite dish? You don't know.
Yes, I know. Only just now.
All right, now I hear you continuing to listen to Sound of Music. What is your favorite Sound of Music song?
Well, I really couldn't. I mean, they're all so good. I probably couldn't say, but some of my favorites are Edelweiss, Climb Every Mountain, 16 going on 17, Do Re Mi.
That's kind of a lot of songs that are your favorite. Do you ever find that when you're just cooking or in the shower or someplace like that, you ever find yourself breaking out into song?
Sometimes.
Okay, now what's the right technique, would you say, for hand kneading your dough or whatever that is?
Well, right now I'm just still getting in the dry mixture. You can still see some there on in the bottom. And then
On that side,
now that I've gotten all of that out, I'm going to come over here and use this cutting board.
Cutting boards are a very important part of cooking. And here is the cutting board we use in our kitchen. Emily's kitchen, right here. It's one of them. It's a nice white cutting board. Firm is important. Fiberglass is important. You don't want like paper to be your cutting board. You don't want like other substances like Jello as a cutting board. That doesn't work very well. These kinds of nice hard cutting boards are important.
Okay.
Don't you think, Jimmy?
Yes, sir.
Would you like that? Yes, sir. That's good.
I'm just going to try to get off some of that.
So are you about ready to make the scones?
Yes.
And then what's the next step after that?
Well, we'll put them in the oven, and it should be about a half an hour, and then they can come out and we will enjoy.
What's that?
I like the oven in the spoon.
That would be good too.
While Chef Emily is
Wash her hands.
getting ready to make the scones, Sous Chef Jimmy will hold up our next product. Show us what it is there.
It's flour.
Yeah, but it's a certain kind of flour. Hold it. Please don't drop it. Can you just hold it for me? Yeah. Just hold it. Listen still. We have the, what is it called? The King Arthur 100% organic whole wheat flour. 100% of the wheat German brand. Never bleached, never bromated. It's USDA approved, of course. So you want to make sure you use that flour when you're making your whole wheat walnut scone.
Dad, can you do that with me? Yes.
Emily, I've noticed Chef Emily does use fresh flowers in her kitchen. What do you think the importance of that is, sous chef Eden? Why use fresh flowers in your kitchen?
To make it pretty.
Make it pretty. Would you say that's the reason you like to use fresh
I
flowers?
would say that. To keep a happy and calming environment in the kitchen. It's always good to have soft music and fresh flowers in your kitchen.
We'll watch the technique here. She's adding a little bit of flour to the top of the dough.
What is this gonna be, Em?
Scones.
Scones? What's that?
They're yummy. You'll see.
All right, well, that being done, we will pause for a minute and return to
Emily's Kitchen on the Food Network.
Emily's kitchen.
welcome back to Emily's Kitchen. We're about ready to put the scones in the oven while you've been away. We've been away. Chef Emily has been hard at work. What you been up to?
I have rolled out dough for the scones after I, what did I do? I did something to them, and then I rolled them out, and then after they were nice and flat, then I rolled them up into a long roll, and then I cut them into pieces so they came out looking like this.
And what's the reason for them looking like this? Can you keep the light on, please?
Well, this is the way scones look.
Oh, well, that would answer the question. All right, so let's see what you're going to do next here.
I have greased our stone, and I'm going to
Line it up like that.
put the scones.
That's so cool. You can, while you're videotaping, you can just press the button up here and take pictures
Really?
while you're videotaping. Yes.
My sous chefs, Jimmy and Eden, have been a big help. They were taste testers of the dough.
Really? And how did they taste?
How'd they taste?
Can you describe the consistency?
It's very good.
Okay.
Yes.
Here comes the oven.
Like this part.
I noticed in the top shelf there you have it kind of off kilter. Is there a reason for that? Does that make the scones taste better?
Well, I'm not sure why it's like that, but I suppose it'll be fine.
Anyway, here they go. Then they come in. And then how long do they have to cook?
They're going to cook
At 425.
15 to 18 minutes or until golden brown.
At 425, is that correct?
Yes, 425 degrees Fahrenheit.
This segment brought to you by Pam. Original no-stick cooking spray for fat-free cooking, because Chef Emily is very interested in healthy cooking, right?
Yes.
It's made with 100% canola oil, and this is an 8-ounce can. So pick that up at your local Kroger. All right, well, there's Emily, Chef Emily, washing her hands again, and we'll return in a little while to see how those scones turn out.
And while we're waiting, I'm going to be making a sauce for the scones.
Ooh, a sauce for the scones. What kind of sauce is it going to be, Chef Eden? Peanut butter?
No.
Okay. What sauce is it going to be,
Chocolate.
Chef? chocolate sauce? Ooh.
Well, actually, it's going to be made out
Strawberry.
of some cream and some Cool Whip and then a bit of our maple syrup to give it that hint of flavor.
All right, well, we'll see you
We'll
later.
see you next time in Emily's Kitchen on the Food Network show.
All right, we're welcome back to Emily's Kitchen. We're here, and Emily is preparing the plates, Chef Emily, with her presentation. And what do you have in mind here?
Well, I've made this sauce that I told you about earlier, and so now I'm just trying to place it, splash it artistically upon the plate.
And there she goes out to her kitchen, or her dining area. She likes to do crayons in her spare time.
That's right.
This segment, by the way, is brought to you by Kroger Half and Half. It's a blend of milk and cream. This is the 1 quart bottle. You can get it in all different sizes. But I especially like the purple top and the purple and blue and red coordinated coloring of the bottle. Make sure you pick up a little bit of this Kroger Grade A Half and Half at your local Kroger store. And here we go back to the plates being prepared. You can see the scones, ooh, are coming along nicely in the oven down here.
Yes.
The alarm has gone off.
It's been 15 minutes, so now I'm just going to use the knife to see.
We do the knife.
Dave, you stop that.
And they're finished.
Do the
Clean
nice knife test.
You may leave it in.
So, do you prefer knife tests over like
Stop that, you big ball.
wooden toothpick tests, or just whatever's around?
Whatever's around.
It's fine. So you're putting the timer back on, I see. Is there a reason for that?
Just for 2 minutes because I got a tiny bit of dough from the bottom. So,
Oh, okay.
but after 2 minutes, I'm sure that everything will be ready.
And here we go again, back into the kitchen, and the table is coming together, the ambiance of the table.
Yes.
And Emily putting out her, we'll call them fresh flowers, on the table that you picked out of your garden this morning.
That's right. I have a garden, and I grew all the flowers from the seed.
You planned it just right so they'd be ready blooming today for this event.
Exactly. I've been planning this for months.
You have a different flower ready to bloom every day when you're ready for your meal.
Oh yes.
So it's almost like the plate is a painter's canvas,
Yes.
and you are the painter.
That's right. This is part of the artisticness of
Now, would you say, Chef Emily, that this recipe that you've put together today, these walnut scones, would be pretty much good for any chef, whether it be novice or expert?
I would, as long, I mean, it's a pretty simple thing, so as long as you have just a simple background knowledge of cooking and you can read directions, I think it would be an excellent dish.
So it's probably not a very good dish for men, because we have a hard time reading directions.
Probably.
But anyway, well, we'll check back in once the scones are ready. Emily's Kitchen, and here they come, out of the oven.
Scones.
Are you declaring them ready?
I am.
All right, well, let's see where we go from here.
Alright, well first I'm going to go behind where you are to place
Behind where I am. So does that mean I need to move?
Yes.
Are you giving your sous chef an order?
Yes. Because I have,
Your hands are burning off.
as the skin is melting away from my bones, I'm giving you an order.
Yes. Okay.
So we need to have one more plate for Wonderful.
One more plate. This segment brought to you by, well, we don't have any more products really to display, I don't think. So our sponsors have run out. Very nice table. Okay. We'll close the window, it's a little chilly in here.
So now I'm going to deliver the scones to the table, and maybe my sous chef could start getting some milk in cups.
Is that a hint?
Yes.
Okay, well, we're gonna watch you deliver a few of these scones first.
If I can hold the pen.
Here, if you give me the thing, I can
Okay.
hold it. So sous chef holding the camera and also delivering the scones. Here they go.
Okay.
Ooh. A little bit heavy there. Probably too hot to just.
Alright.
Very nice. Okay, back to the show. Here's Chef Emily. She's preparing the apples for the plate. We're going to try not to slice off her finger on national television.
That would be bad.
So overall, this took about. So what time did you start? From beginning to
Started
end.
around 9, so it took about an hour.
Started around 9 and it's 10:05. So
An hour and 15
you can put this dish together in about an hour and 15 minutes. Not bad. Okay, there's.
How about you sit down, okay?
If you turn them over so that the red is showing up, you get a little
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
better, colorful.
Do we need forks and napkins?
Yes.
Next.
Preparing her plates. Do you like that suggestion by the sous chef?
I do. I'm very grateful for my sous chef making that suggestion.
The chef. All right, here's Chef Emily, and we have imported some regular people off the street just to sit in as guests.
Yes.
We can see them around the table here today. Here's the final product, and anything to say to wrap it up for today?
What is it?
Just
I don't know.
I want to thank God for the blessing of this meal.
All right, and that's it for Emily's Kitchen. We'll see you next week.
Okay.
Right? Do you have any closing signature?
Everybody wants to eat. I know. Let's go. That's my closing signature. Let's eat.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. That's a good one. All right.
I'll be Simon.
Okay, now it's time for the judges here at Food Network to give us their impressions of Emily's walnut scones.
10.
A 10.
1,000.
1,000.
100.
100.
10.
10.
10.
10.
That's a 10, that's high.
Whoop, you can't do
Rambo,
it.
you did 10.
I gave it a 1, actually. No, just kidding. I give it a 10 also.
10 plus a bonus.
Perfect score for Emily's walnut scones. How do you feel?
I feel good. I'm glad we made them.
Are you ready for Iron Chef?
Cake box.
I suppose so.
All right.